All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Steven Aldaco. Today's video is all about the Ford Transit. We're going to test drive the low roof, the medium roof, and the high roof. We'll describe all of the differences between the models to help you choose the best van for your van life build or for working. Also did a comparison video of the Ram ProMaster versus the Ford Transit. So if you're looking for that information, it's right here. You can click that link and then you can get that information. And if you enjoy van life and hiking content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel so you can see more content just like this. So let's check out these Ford Transit. Okay, before we get into the actual footage, let's go over some of the basics. So we have the cargo, we have the crew, and we have the passenger variations. So the crew variation, you're gonna have 3 back seats and then a bunch of cargo space behind it. And in the passenger variation, you're gonna have windows all around, AC in the top as well as a little headliner, and you're gonna have the full van full of seats. As far as sizing goes, we have the low roof model, the medium roof model, and the high roof model. Obviously there's a height difference and as well as a MPG difference, and I'll overlay that on the screen here so you can get an estimate of how many miles per gallon you're going to get with each van. And as far as the length is concerned, we're talking about the wheelbase. We have the regular, we have the long, and we have the extended, which is only available on the high roof variation. There you go. And as far as engine types, we've got 2 engines. As far as the new models are concerned, we have the V6 naturally aspirated variation, and we have the EcoBoost turbo variation. As far as drivetrains are concerned, we've got 2 options: rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive, which we will get to test drive in today's video. All right, we are sitting inside of the brand new Ford Transit. This is the medium roof passenger model, and this is actually an all-wheel drive. So go to the front of the vehicle. Not much has changed from the 2020 models. In the 2021 model, we still have the same navigation screen, same kind of steering wheel setup. Over here on the passenger side, everything is the same. This version has the cloth seats, and as I mentioned, it's the passenger variation, so you got a bunch of passenger seats. You've got the side windows, the air conditioning up top, and of course this is the medium roof, so it's not the tallest standing room, especially with this headliner. You're probably about a 5'7" standing height, and if you were to remove the headliner, you'll get around 5'10", 5'11" standing height. And this model does have the EcoBoost turbo engine, which is a very nice engine to have in this 350 model, so you got the most towing capacity of all of the Ford Transits. In the rear, so like the other passenger models, you have the built-in floor, the wheel covers, and of course the trim all around. And here is your AC blower for the van, which is super great. What a nice vehicle. Let's see if we can take this thing for a little test drive. The driving position of the van is absolutely perfect. It feels just like you're driving a typical car. You are a little higher up off the ground, so you have absolutely great visibility. The touchscreen is awesome. It gives you all the information you need as far as navigation, controlling your phone. It's compatible with Android CarPlay and Apple CarPlay. With the EcoBoost engine, when you're stepping down on the gas, the turbo really kicks in and it gives you plenty of power, more than you would ever need from any van, and it feels awesome to drive. So be forewarned, you are not going to want the standard engine after driving the EcoBoost engine. It feels that much better compared to the standard V6. Now here we're testing the turning radius of the Ford Transit, and I was very impressed with the turning radius. It feels really great. The ProMaster might have a little bit of a better turning radius because it's a 4-wheel drive, but I personally would rather have the rear-wheel drive. That's better for the transmission, especially if you're hauling things or have a build out in the back. So here we get a look at the rear view camera, and as you can see, when I turn the wheel, you can see exactly where the wheels are turning and if or not the van is going to fit. If you want this feature, you have to make sure you order the Transit with the screens and the cameras. This is not a standard feature in all Ford Transits. Now let's take a look at the medium roof cargo van variation so you can see what it looks like all stripped out. So that's the interior of the Ford Transit medium roof. And it's got that little factory flooring. I got no problem standing up, which is great. You know, plenty of space for me. Really close when I get to that middle section. Super close to my head. So you can see I have to tilt my neck down quite a bit because I can't quite stand. Okay, great. That's the medium roof. And now let's jump into the high roof and check it out. So many possibilities in here. Wow. So as you can see, there's plenty of room, headroom. It's got to be like a foot ahead of me. And I can lay down in this way, which is pretty cool. The bed, boom, I can lay down, no problem. Very nice. When test driving the high roof variation of the Ford Transit, you can definitely tell that it's a bigger vehicle compared to the medium roof or the low roof. As far as like how acceleration works, it works great, as you can see in this video. Because it's so tall, you do kind of notice the wind a little bit pushing you around. And one thing to look out for when you get the high roof variation is you're going to lose the ability to park into certain parking structures. So something to keep in mind if you're considering the high roof. This is the 3.5 liter V6 naturally aspirated. Yeah, this looks like a good spot. Let's try to go a little quicker here and see. All right. So it's no sports car, but it definitely has plenty pickup and go. And I think the torque is going to be the most important part with a vehicle like this, because you're going to have, you know, your build out in the back, you're gonna have passengers in the back. So yeah, that torque is gonna be more important than, you know, top speed. Overall, this is a great cargo van. So whether you're building it out for a camper, you need it for work, like I think the Ford Transit's like a really great option. You're not going to have like those really high maintenance bills like you would with like a Sprinter van or anything like that. Parts are easily available. The width across this van is not as long as the ProMaster. The ProMaster has about 10 feet across, and this one, it's a little bit less. Let's pull into this little parking lot here, and let's check out the exterior a little bit. So here's the exterior. We've got the windows all around. Unique thing about the passenger variant is that you have these doors that kind of open side to side. And they go all the way towards the end, which is great. So you can shove in whatever you want to shove in here. And you've got a lot of seating. 3, 6, 9, 10 passengers in the back. It's 11 people plus the driver. And if you have the cargo variant of this, it doesn't include the carpeting here. It could be totally bare. It doesn't include the rear AC units or anything like that. It's just completely stripped. So I'm 5'9", and my feet are almost at the end here. So I'm gonna go ahead and lie down. So I'm a little squished here. And if you have the cargo variant, you know, you might have a little more space because this trim piece is missing. But if you raise the bed, see how the windows are kind of pushed in? So if you raise the bed or had flares, I think if you're 5'9", 5'10", you'll be able to sleep diagonally across. So let's head to the back of the vehicle. And ooh. So I don't know if this is a standard feature, but it does have this locking mechanism so you can keep the doors locked. Sorry about all the noise. Pop that open. And then here is your AC blower, which comes through here and then goes through all throughout the vehicle, which is great. As far as standing room goes, it's not gonna happen, you know. Yeah, but that's not what the low roof is for. It's not for standing. So the low roof is great if you have a large family, if you're using it to haul passengers, or if you're not trying to stand in your van and you really want that gas mileage. It's a great option to choose. If you're shopping for the Ram ProMaster or the Ford Transit, check out the next video that's coming up, because that's gonna have all the information you're gonna need. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.